Students, I welcome you all to this first video lesson of the unit number 3 of your syllabus of information technology, class 9th. This unit number 3 is dedicated to digital documentation. As you know, this syllabus of information technology is completely focused on the job role of data entry operator, and as a data entry operator you always require the skills to work on documents. The more skills you have, the better you will succeed in your professional life. So in this digital documentation unit we will be dealing with the word processors. Okay, so as per the syllabus of information technology, this unit number 3 has many sessions. The first session will be dedicated to creating a document using a word processor, where we will be introducing to word processing, some applications, a tool, and then we will have different parts of the software. Okay, so let's get started. In the earlier days, manual typewriters were used for typing a document, which were then replaced by electronic typewriter, and now computer is used for this purpose. Word processing, data processing, communication and presentation are the most common activities performed in an office. Office productivity software is used to perform these activities effectively. A document is a paper with written contents, and the process of preparing as a document is called documentation. Documentation is required to preserve the contents for a longer period or to be used as evidence. तो आपको कोई भी ऐसी चीज़ हो जिसको आपने बहुत लंबे समय तक उसका इस्तेमाल करना है या कहीं उसको एविडेंस के तौर पे इस्तेमाल करना है, सबूत के तौर पे प्रयोग करना है, तो उसको आपको डॉक्यूमेंटेशन करना पड़ेगा, उसको रिटन फॉर्म में लिख के स्टोर करना पड़ेगा. The documents can be letters, reports, thesis, manuscripts, legal documents, books, and many others. A handwritten document can have certain disadvantages. क्या डिसएडवांटेज हो सकते हैं? कि हो सकता है कि जिसने लिखा हो उसकी हैंड राइटिंग दूसरे को समझ में ना आए. तो इसलिए जो कंप्यूटर हार्डवेयर और सॉफ्टवेयर में जो प्रगति हुई उसने हैंड रिटन डॉक्यूमेंटेशन की जगह कंप्यूटराइज्ड वर्ड प्रोसेसिंग को जन्म दिया. डेटा एंट्री ऑपरेटर should possess the skill to use the office productivity tools with a good typing speed that we have discussed in the previous unit. Although typing skill is the essential criteria for data entry operator, a little care has to be taken while using the word processing software. A typist uses to hit the space bar a number of times to arrange the text. तो टाइपराइटर में जब आपको टेक्स्ट अरेंज करना होता है, बार बार आपको स्पेस बार करके उसको अरेंज करना पड़ता है. दिस इज नॉट रिक्वायर्ड इन द कंप्यूटर. वाई? क्योंकि उसमें ऑटोमेटिक फीचर्स फॉर एडिटिंग एंड फॉर्मेटिंग अवेलेबल होते हैं. तो यहाँ पे एक ध्यान देने वाली बात यह है, देखिए वर्ड प्रोसेसिंग के बारे में. द टर्म वर्ड प्रोसेसिंग वॉज इन्वेंटेड बाय IBM इन द लेट 1960s. और 1971 में उसको न्यूयॉर्क टाइम्स ने एक बज वर्ड के तौर पे, एक नया वर्ड है, उस पर उसको स्वीकारोक्ति की. सो वर्ड प्रोसेसिंग इज द यूज ऑफ कंप्यूटर सॉफ्टवेयर. ध्यान से देखिएगा, वर्ड प्रोसेसिंग इज द यूज ऑफ कंप्यूटर सॉफ्टवेयर टू एंटर, एडिट, फॉर्मेट, स्टोर, रिट्रीव एंड प्रिंट द डॉक्यूमेंट. ओके, सो वर्ड प्रोसेसिंग में इतनी चीज़ें होती हैं. क्या क्या है उसमें? आप डेटा लिख सकें, उसमें उस लिखी हुए में जो आप चेंजेस कर सकें, उसकी फॉर्मेटिंग कर सकें, उसको सेव कर सकें, सेव करने के बाद उसको कहीं दोबारा उसको यूज़ कर सकें और उसको प्रिंट कर सकें. तो इतनी चीज़ें जो हैं ये पूरी वर्ड प्रोसेसिंग में शामिल है. द डॉक्यूमेंट कैन बी अ लेटर, नोटिस, रिपोर्ट, business correspondence, and many others. A word processor is a computer application used for the production of printable material. In the beginning, WordStar was the most widely used word processing software. There are several limitations to using a typewriter. तो टाइपराइटर के अपने अपने लिमिटेशंस हैं, क्योंकि अगर टाइपिंग एरर कहीं हो जाती है तो पूरा पेज आपको दोबारा से लिखना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि उसमें तो लेटर पे टाइप होता है डायरेक्ट. टू सेंड सेम लेटर टू 2 और मोर पर्सन विद डिफरेंट एड्रेसेस, आपको उसके मल्टीपल टाइपिंग करनी पड़ेंगी. और टाइपराइटर जो है उसमें कई सारे सिंबल्स कैरेक्टर्स मौजूद नहीं होते हैं. ओके, उसकी फॉर्मेटिंग करना भी टाइपराइटर में बहुत मुश्किल होता है. सो इन द ईयर 1974 Xerox, एक कंपनी है, हैड इंट्रोड्यूस्ड एन इलेक्ट्रॉनिक टाइपराइटर, जिसमें ये मैनुअल टाइपराइटर्स की कुछ प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करने का प्रयास किया गया. तो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक टाइपराइटर में क्या था, इट वाज पॉसिबल टू मेक चेंजेस इन द कंटेंट, मेक मल्टीपल कॉपीज विथ माइनर चेंजेस, बट उसकी भी कुछ लिमिटेशन थी, ऑफ वेरी स्मॉल साइज स्क्रीन टू डिस्प्ले द कंटेंट. उसमें केवल 2-3 लाइन ही आप देख सकते थे. इन लेट 1970s, with the development of computer software technology, word processing software were introduced. Okay, so in this software, the document can be navigated, edited, formatted, and printed. The modern word processing take advantage of graphical user interface. Okay, this means the special effects on text are also visible on the screen. Okay, what you see is what you get. जैसा आप कंप्यूटर स्क्रीन में देखेंगे वैसा ही आपको उसका आउटपुट भी मिलेगा. ठीक है, ये चीज़ें आजकल पॉसिबल हैं. सो वर्ड प्रोसेसिंग सॉफ्टवेयर डज नॉट ओनली प्रोवाइड्स बेसिक एबिलिटी टू एंटर एंड मॉडिफाई टेक्स्ट, बट दे ऑल्सो प्रोवाइड एफिशिएंट टेक्स्ट मैनिपुलेशन फंक्शन. आप अपने टेक्स्ट में कई सारे चेंजेस ला सकते हैं. So modern word processor provide attractive features like creating, editing, saving, retrieving, selecting more text, copy the text, then paste it somewhere else, font size change करना, formatting करना, spelling check अपने आप हो जाती है, टेबल बनाना, रोज कॉलम को रिसाइजिंग करना, कई एक से ज़्यादा डॉक्यूमेंट्स को एक साथ कंबाइन करना, पिक्चर्स और ग्राफिक्स इंसर्ट करना, और आप एक पूरे पेज, पूरे वर्ड डॉक्यूमेंट या एक पर्टिकुलर सेलेक्टेड टेक्स्ट को भी प्रिंट कर सकते हैं. Nowadays, word processors are being used in every field, okay, from school, colleges to the businesses, for preparing letters, reports, and other type of documents. Students use it for preparing project report, assignment. Teacher use word processor for preparing question paper, notes. Okay, so there is a new term called Office Suite. So Office Suite is a collection of all the softwares which are useful for word processing, spreadsheet, preparation, presentation, database management. Okay, so the combination of all these software is called Office Suite. Like you have used Microsoft Office. Okay, it is a Office Suite. Suite means collection of different types of software. So what will be the types of software? One type of software will be dedicated for word processing, another for spreadsheet preparation, third type will be for presentation, and fourth type will be for database. So if a software combination is there for these fields, then it will be called Office Suite, like Microsoft Office. But here we will be using LibreOffice because of its several advantages. The best advantage is that it is available free of cost. Okay, so the software that we will be using is LibreOffice. LibreOffice is a free and open source software, fully featured office productivity suite. Currently the version 6.0 and above are available, and the website is www.libreoffice.org. Okay, so it is available in many languages and all the platforms. It uses Open Document Format, okay, ODF, for publishing the documents. Clear? The components of LibreOffice are Writer for word processing. You must remember the name. For word processing, the software is Writer. Spreadsheet software is Calc. presentation software is Impress, and database software is Base. Okay, and there is a software called Draw for drawing. It includes support for opening and saving files in many formats like Office, Microsoft Office, HTML, XML, okay, and PDF also. So now let's start with word processor writer. The LibreOffice Writer word processor. Several word processing softwares are available to prepare the report, but we will prefer to use LibreOffice Writer because you must know the reason why we are using it. Because the first one is it is free, second one it is an open source software. FOSS, free and open source software. It also have rich features of word processing. Some word processors are also available free on the web like Google Docs, Office 365 Word, Microsoft OneDrive Word. Okay, these are the online web-based word processors. Here we have taken an example of a report to the field visit to IT job fair. The students were taken to the IT job fair by the teacher and they were supposed to prepare a report in this format. Okay, so this format is to be followed. And now we will see how we can prepare this report as it is with the help of LibreOffice Writer. Okay, you can see the format. Something is underlined, something is bold, some part of it is centralized. Okay, now we also have these tables here. Okay, so now we have to prepare the above report. We will first learn how to open LibreOffice Writer and then how to type the text in this format. Clear? Now, so first you will have to download the LibreOffice, and when you download LibreOffice, then you will have the icons on your desktop. In general, you will find a shortcut of LibreOffice on the desktop or in the quick launch taskbar. To start LibreOffice Writer in Windows, double click the LibreOffice Writer shortcut, which is usually found in the computer desktop. So you will be getting like this. The screen will be like this. Okay. So the home screen for the LibreOffice 7.0 that I have installed in my computer looks like this. So here you get the options for recent files, these for templates, writer document, calc, impress, draw, math formula, and base, the database. Okay, so we will be using this writer document. Okay, so when you click here, you will get a new document ready. Okay, so after you start this writer, this was in Windows. Okay, you can also have this in other operating system like Linux. Okay, this is the interface in Ubuntu Linux. So to create a document, the menu that you must remember is new, and inside it text document. Okay, file menu, then new, then text document. Okay, so this is file menu, this is new, and you can select text document. This is one, or you can directly click this. Clear? And if you want to save it, you can do file menu save. Okay, so you must remember these menu systems, the shortcut menus, how to do a particular task. By default, the file is saved in this .odt format. Every software has a file format fixed for it. So this writer is having .odt. Okay, then you can save it. If you want to save it in some other format like PDF, etc., you will use save as. Okay. So when you save a document, it becomes a file. Then we will call it a file document. Okay. So this is the menu that we were discussing about. File, new, text document. So you can save it using the save option or save as option. If you want to save somewhere else other than the default location, you will use save as. Otherwise, you will use just save. Okay. And if you want to close it, you will just go to file and then you will have the close menu at the last. Clear? And you can also save a document using a password. So when you save you will save the file, you will use a save with a password. Then you can set a password so that whenever a user tries to open it, the document will ask for a password before opening. Clear? So these are mostly same for each word processor. Now we will see parts of the writer window. The first one is the title bar. So the title bar is located on the top of writer window. I am again emphasizing that this writer is the name of the software and the collection that is the office suite is called LibreOffice. Okay, so the writer software has a title bar. It shows the title of the currently opened document. Okay, so the document that you have opened, you will give it a name, then that name will be displayed on the title bar. So this figure shows you the parts of the main writer window. Okay, on the top you have this title bar. If you do not provide a name, it will have the untitled 1, untitled 2 and so on like this. Okay, this is the menu bar. These are the menus. This is the toolbar, standard toolbar having these icons. This is formatting toolbar. Okay, then you know it. This is the scroll bar, vertical scroll bar. Then zoom control, you can zoom in or out. Then these are the status bar options. Okay, so this is the part of the main writer window. So this is your writer window. This is the title bar, untitled 1. This is your menu bar. This is your toolbar. This is your formatting toolbar. Here you have the scroll bar to scroll down. This is the zoom option and this is the status bar. Okay. Now the menu bar will be having the menus for file, edit, view, insert, and you can have sub menus under it. Okay. So here you can see under file menu, these are the sub menus, and under these sub menus you have more sub menus. Okay. So there are sub menus under the menu options. If a menu is having triple dots, that is 3 dots just after the sub menu name, it means clicking on it will open the dialog box like this. Properties have 3 dots after it. So it means that when you click on this, it will open a dialog box. Okay. And when the menu has this icon, arrow, then it will be assumed that a sub menu will be opened after clicking on it. Okay. Toolbars. The toolbar appears below the menu bar. I have shown you. The standard toolbar and formatting toolbars will appear by default, and you can also change it. How you can change it? You must know the menu option. It will be through view menu and another it toolbar sub menu. Okay, you can select or deselect your preferred toolbars. Then we have standard toolbar, then formatting toolbar, then status bar, where we have the status related to a particular document. Okay. Here you can see that page 1 of 1, 0 words, 0 character, default page style, English India. So these are the information that is displayed related to that particular document. Then scroll bar and scroll button, and we have also the zoom option where we can zoom in or zoom out. Okay, so whenever you move your mouse cursor to a particular menu option, it will have a tooltip. Here you can see the tooltip is arriving. Okay, the text cursor is a flashing vertical line, you have seen, and you can move it through the 4 arrow keys, left, right, up and down. Okay, so these are called cursor control keys. So using these cursor control keys, you can move the cursor to the desired position. Clear? There are 2 keys above the cursor control keys. Those are called home and end. Pressing the home key jumps to the beginning of the line, and pressing the end key jumps to the end of a line. You must remember it. Okay, you might have used it, but you must remember that home key is used to set the cursor to the beginning of the line, and the end button is used to move to the last of the sentence. When these keys are pressed in combination with control, okay, try to remember it. When the home and end keys are pressed with the combination of control, it is used to move to the beginning and end of the document. Okay, so if you press the home key, it will move to the beginning of the line. If you press control home, it will move you to the beginning of the document. Suppose the document contains 20 pages, so it will move to the first page, first line. And if you press control end, it will move you to the last, means 20th page, last line. Okay, so these are the options that you must remember: simple control and simple home press, simple home and simple end key press, and the combination of control home and control end. Clear? The mouse pointer is by default, this is the mouse pointer you see here. This is the mouse pointer, and when you mouse pointer you change it, it changes to I shape. Okay, so when you are moving in a text document, you can see here this is I shape, and when we move it here, it changes the shape, and here also it changes the shape. Okay, try to see the mouse cursor that I am moving. This is the by default shape, and as soon as I enter a text area, it becomes like I. Okay, so with this we come to the end of this first session of unit number 3, and in the next video lesson we will be continuing our discussion related to word processing. So till then, revise this video lesson and wait for the next video lesson.